Okay. Hey y'all, figured I would come through and just do like a little random favorites video. Y'all know I always have like little things that I want to talk about, like perfume, candles, books, whatever. And I really want to do some like fall fashion stuff. I am waiting on one like big purchase, my Telfar Timberland boots. While I'm waiting for those, I still wanted to come through and just talk about some other things in the meantime. So yeah, let's get into it. So first I have a candle. This is Mixed Feelings from the new Savant. This smells so good. Like, this smells so good. This is a repurchase. I burned this all through the summer. I just love this. It smells really light, fresh. It's like white florals. But the main reason I bought this is because it has like a steamed rice note, and I love like steamed rice as a perfume note. And so I was like, okay, let me like try it in a candle. I hadn't seen it before. I'm really picky on candles, y'all. Like, I tend to just have a couple of scents that I like and I repurchase and repurchase. This has been added to that rotation. So really like this. If you like florals, just like something to burn like after you clean on Sunday morning, like that's this for me. Next, kind of random one, but you know, I mention everything. This is a new water bottle. If you can tell from the size, it is kind of small. It's like 16 ounces. I bought this because I wanted a smaller water bottle that would fit in most of my purses. I know that some people really like their Stanleys and like the big tumblers. I have one of those that I keep just in the house, but as someone who does not have a car, I have no use for those. Like when I'm out walking, on the train, stuff like that, I need a water bottle that I can keep in my bag. So I wanted something small that would not be too heavy. These come in so many colors, but this is just like a taupe, real cute. Next, I got some books. Just two. I know my last video, I was like tearing up A Little Life. I hated it so much. But more often than not, I really do love the books that I read. So, you know, I wanna keep it positive. You know, I love to talk trash, but I wanna give y'all some recommendations too. So first, I have James Baldwin, Giovanni's Room. This is a little bit embarrassing, y'all, but this is actually my first time like sitting down and reading a James Baldwin book. I have read essays, I have watched interviews, but actually like sat down and read a book, I have not. That feels crazy to me, but I felt the need to correct that. So I read this towards like the end of the summer. What to say? I think that like flirtation and infatuation and like those feelings, like when you have an instant like connection with someone, that immediate kind of spark, right? I think that is like a difficult like emotion or like feeling to translate in text, and just in media in general. I felt it here, and it felt so honest and just like nuanced and special. And also just like the feelings of like guilt and shame, all of that was there. I don't know, I could very much like see these characters and see the Paris that Baldwin is painting. I really love this. I know that I will come back to this in the future. I got this copy at the thrift store, which is always good. This is a must read in my opinion. We'll definitely be reading more James Baldwin. Crazy that I'm this late, but you know, better late than never. This was kind of a random purchase. It hadn't been on my list for a long time, but this is James by Percival Everett. I read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn back in like, I don't know, like 6th grade, I want to say. And I wasn't even reading it for school. I just read it just because it's just one of those books that it seems like you have to read, like one of those classic novels, right? I just thought that the premise of like being told that story from Jim's point of view was kind of a genius concept, number one. So I was like, okay, I needed something new to read. I had other things on my list, but I just went ahead and got it. I really enjoyed this. It was a pretty quick read, did not take me long, absolutely kept me interested. I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. I guess what I would say is like, on the one hand, it gives like humanity and agency to this character that historically has been kind of an afterthought. You realize that he is like very much in on the joke, not that it's like a haha joke, but just like the ridiculousness that is the institution of slavery and like the mental gymnastics that white people have to do to maintain it, Christianity, all of that. And just the irony of it all, right? But yeah, this was very good. Enjoyed it. Next, I want to talk about movies. I love going to the movies. I tell y'all all the time. I've been noticing this trend of like old movies being re-released for, you know, the 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary. First, I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That is probably my favorite horror movie. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm like the biggest horror movie buff, but I've seen like my fair share. That's the thing, most of them are terrible, like we've got to be honest. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of the first like of the genre, inspired so many movies after it. I like that there's no supernatural element in this case, right? Like it's just straight up killers, right? Just killers in the middle of nowhere. Honestly, like humans are so much scarier than like ghosts and like possessed dolls and like all the other things that you see typically in horror movies. Just the idea that there are these scary killers who live in the middle of nowhere. They don't have no backstory. They don't have no reason for doing it. This is just what they do. That is so much scarier to me than like a haunted house or anything else. These people are evil. They do evil things. They don't need a reason. That's what I like. That's what I like in a good horror movie. Next, went to go see Black Swan. This was so bomb in the theater because the music. As Nina is like descending into madness, the music is just getting more frantic and louder, and just the music is such a huge part of the movie and the story, and it adds so much. So yeah, I love seeing that in the theater. And then lastly, this is something that I was seeing for the first time, but we went to see In the Mood for Love. You know, this is on so many people's like favorite movies, like best movie lists and all of that, right? And so I was like, okay, if I have a chance to go see it in the theater, like I have to. This was really beautiful, very sad. The cinematography was so good, wardrobe so good, music so good. Don't get me wrong, the story was great too, but just from the perspective of an artist and just like the colors and the costumes and just all of that, it was so great. It was made in 2000, I believe, but it's supposed to give like 60s. Really sad, and it's just like, damn, people don't be yearning enough anymore, like but yeah, In the Mood for Love was great and just like inspiring. I would say if you are any type of an artist, if you do film, photography, just any of that, you kind of have to see In the Mood for Love. Just like the color theory, the way the scenes were set up, and all of that was just so good. It actually did live up to the hype for me. Okay, so last things that I want to show are some dolls that I've gotten recently. Two are vintage. Can I call them vintage at this point? They're like 25 years old. I guess that's vintage, right? And then one new doll. Okay, so first are these Bratz. These are original from the 2000s. I actually had this Sasha back in the day, so I was so happy to have her again. But yeah, I really love these. I know that these are not considered like rare. A lot of these were made. You can still find these on eBay for decent prices. I just wanted these because I like them. I just really like them. The makeup, the booties, the like faded jeans. I don't be buying a lot of white dolls. I don't. And what really did it for me is she has like the dark brown, like brick red lipstick with the blue eye. It's so good. It's just so Y2K and I love it. I feel like if you are into dolls, you have already seen these everywhere, but I had to get the Dionne doll from the Bratz Clueless collab. She is just that girl. Like the iconic like tweed plaid outfit, the hat, like it's just so good. She has a little cell phone. She comes with the second outfit. Yeah, I really love her. Now that I've shown her, I can like put these away for right now, but yeah. So that is everything, y'all. If you have any recent favorites, it can be anything. A book that you've read recently, a candle you like. If there's any like doll releases that I've missed that you think I need to, you know, look at, let me know. But yeah, I will see you guys for the next one, which will hopefully be that fall fashion haul if they ship my boots. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys for the next one. Bye.